Listen up, my brilliant colleagues. We've got three symptoms here: myocarditis, dactylitis, and bronchiolitis.
But Dr. Hawks, those are all separate conditions. Myocarditis is an inflammation of the heart muscle.
Exactly, Leslie. And dactylitis refers to bone swelling, typically in hands or feet. As for bronchiolitis, it's inflammation of bronchioles.
But Hawks, these symptoms don't add up to bladder extrophy.
By the way, are you going to introduce us to the new Frank?
That's not a nice thing to call someone. Everyone, this is Dr. Hannah. She's one of the best qualified doctors we've hired here yet, and I think we're going to finally improve this team.
Well, I guess Frank being gone is an improvement. Is this doctor at least qualified?
I graduated from an Ivy League college.
In medicine?
It was a minor. My major was English.
At least you graduated, I guess.
Well, you're all wrong. This is a case of bladder extrophy, and I say so because my instincts tell me that this patient needs surgery. And what surgery will it be? It'll be laparoscopic radical prostatectomy. Yes, it's risky, but sometimes we've got to take the risk for the sake of diagnosis.
Dr. Hawks, I think.
No, Leslie, no discussion. This is my decision, and you all have to carry out the laparoscopic surgery. I understand your concerns, Tracy, but I believe that we must try everything possible for this patient's well-being.
Yes, but we can't just jump into a risky procedure without proper evaluation, Hawks, especially if it involves such major surgery.
I agree with you, Tracy. However, I've consulted multiple specialists, and they all believe that the laparoscopic radical prostatectomy is our best shot for this patient.
But have we exhausted all other options? What about medication or a simpler surgical procedure?
We have tried every alternative therapy there is, Tracy. The surgery seems to be the only way forward given his condition.
And your new doctor just agreed to all this?
Yes, finally, one who isn't an incredible thorn in my ass.
Isn't yet. You mean?
Don't be so cynical. She's a gifted comedian on top of being an excellent doctor.
You didn't even conduct a background check.
There was no time.
She has a criminal record of trafficking pharmaceutical medications from this very hospital.
That's her degree doing the heavy lifting. She at least knows what medicine is.
It was an elective. She doesn't even have a medical degree.
Whatever.
So, Dr. Hannah, this is the recovery room where invariably the patient is dying because Hawks insisted on a dumbass plan.
Yep, that sounds right for the course.
Any ideas on what we should do in the meantime?
I would say stabilize the patient, but the important thing is that we must check in with Hawks first to make sure we're following protocol.
Hannah, as doctors, we should understand protocol when we suspect another doctor has no clue what they're talking about, like in the case of Dr. Hawks.
Do you spend most of your time in this room just venting about him because it's about the patient or the fact you haven't replaced him yet?
Oh, piss right off with that.
So I'm right.
Yeah, well, the patient is still coding.
Then you figure out protocol. I have at least a few weeks before the FNG shield of criticism is gone.
You're lucky it'll last a day. Hawks is an asshole. He started yelling at me and Leslie the very next day for something Frank did.
Oh, I know. I'm all caught up on everything that's happened here before. I'm very familiar with Hawks and his team of clowns. And now I'm one of them.
You idiots nearly killed that man. How could you miss bladder extrophy for such a long time? And laparoscopic radical prostatectomy was the wrong treatment all along.
But Dr. Hawks, we were sure based on our findings.
Yeah, Hannah did a thorough study of his case.
I thought I saw everything, even his genetic predispositions.
Hannah, it's all right that they didn't listen to you the first time. Randall and Leslie, genetic predispositions. Really now. Well, let me enlighten you on what the correct diagnosis is.
Go ahead, Dr. Hawks.
We're all ears here.
Tell us how to make sure we don't repeat such a mistake in future cases.
Well, first off, stop being so blind. Second, stop misdiagnosing everything as a prostate cancer. And third, go learn about your own damn job.
That's harsh, Dr. Hawks.
I think we got it.
Well then, enjoy the rest of your day.
We'll do better from now on.
Counting on that, let's hope.
Thank you, Dr. Hawks.
Yeah, save it. I'm off to get lunch.
So, how are things going on your team? I'm amazed you found a new hire this fast.
It was a long time coming. I would have hired her months ago, but Frank wasn't gone yet.
Are you really limited to only 3 doctors?
Quality over quantity.
I've heard you express that sentiment before. What makes you sure Hannah was a surefire pick?
The other options were all Tracy's suggestions. Plus, this dynamic was getting boring. Randall's a prick, and Leslie seems destined to go elsewhere when she finds the opportunity.
I've never gotten that impression from Leslie.
Yeah, I honestly think there's some conflict between her and Randall that's been poorly hidden from me, and I'm just waiting for that bubble to burst. Oh crap, I forgot I have a patient to look at. Gotta go. You guys are really pushing it with that medical gown thing, huh? I mean, seriously? Do you think it's cool to wear it in an operating room? You'd all probably freeze your asses off if there was a fire.
Hawks, you know we can't just walk into the operating room without proper gear. It's not safe for any of us, including you.
I'm with Leslie on this one, Hawks. We have to follow protocol even when it comes to our work and safety.
You're right, guys. I'm sorry about that. Sometimes I just get so caught up in solving these cases that I forget to follow the rules. I promise not to let it happen again. Now, tell me more about this bladder extrophy case I've been hearing about.
Well, Hawks, we were working on a diagnosis of bladder extrophy, but there are some inconsistencies in the patient's condition that don't quite align with our initial findings.
That's right. We think it might be something more like Batten disease, which is why we called you to consult. You're usually spot on with your diagnoses and work ethic.
Indeed, Hawks. Your unique perspective has proven valuable in the past when we were stumped by a case.
Well, that's good to hear. Now, what's the prognosis for Batten disease? I'm pretty sure this one's mine, but I'd love some insight from you guys as well.
We were hoping you had prognosis.
The prognosis for Batten disease is not good. It's fatal, with symptoms showing up between the ages of 5 and 10.
That would explain the oversizing of the patient.
No, it wouldn't. This patient is at least 20 years old.
Maybe it's advanced Batten disease.
All right, I'll let you 3 figure out what it is. Time for me to go home. You know, I think that if it weren't for the incompetence in my diagnostics team, we wouldn't have had to deal with the wrong diagnosis. Minus Dr. Hannah, of course.
You're gonna start lumping her in with the idiots beginning tomorrow, Hawks. That's how it usually goes.
This time, it's different.
You said that last night too.
Damn,